Bluey might look like a cartoon about family, but it's secretly one of the most detailed universes ever hidden in plain sight. 1. The boats that came back. Bluey and Mackenzie's friendship runs deeper than the creek itself. In the creek, the two play with makeshift boats, laughing as their leafy ships sail away. Then, almost 50 episodes later in Barky Boats, they're at it again. Same game, same bond, just a little older. It's like watching real childhood unfold, one splash at a time. The show never points it out, but the connection is clear. Their friendship hasn't changed, only grown. It's sweet, it's simple, and it proves that in Bluey's world, even a floating stick can carry years of memories. 2. The hidden double episode. Here's a sneaky trick that almost everyone missed. The episode Army, where Rusty and Jack play tiny soldiers, actually happens at the exact same time as Adventure, where Bluey and Chloe go exploring. How do we know? They're wearing the same outfits in both. That means these two episodes share the same day, the same world, and the same timeline. It's like the show quietly filmed two sides of one story without ever telling us. Suddenly, Bluey's world feels bigger, like everyone's off having their own adventures just outside the frame. It's basically the Bluey version of the Marvel Universe. 3. The case of the vanishing pockets. Okay, explain this to me. In Ragdoll, Bandit takes a $10 bill and poof, it's gone. No wallet, no pockets, no reason. Later in Phones, Chili does the same thing with her phone. She just slides it into thin air like she's got some kind of invisible bag attached to her fur. Are these healers secretly magicians? Do they have built-in storage compartments? Or are we witnessing cartoon physics gone rogue? Whatever it is, it's both hilarious and deeply unsettling. Next time you watch, pay attention. You'll never trust a healer's empty hands again. 4. Where did all the cats go? Something strange is going on in Bluey's world. There are dogs everywhere, shopping, teaching, even flying pretend spaceships, but not a single living cat. The only ones we ever see are toys or old drawings. In Tradies, there's even a painting of a cave dog holding a cat like a trophy. So, what happened? Did the dogs win some ancient cat-dog battle? Did the cats just pack up and leave? It's both funny and a little eerie to think about. Maybe that's why no one talks about it. The healers might be living on the ruins of a feline apocalypse. 5. The Dream Travelers. Here's something wild. Bluey and her family might be sneaking into each other's dreams. In Fruit Bat, Bluey ends up inside Bandit's dream, running through a rugby field like it's perfectly normal. Then in Sleepy Time, she and Bingo share a glowing space adventure that feels way too connected to be coincidence. Maybe they're not just dreaming. Maybe the healers can actually link minds while they sleep. It's like emotional Wi-Fi, only fuzzier. Either that, or Brisbane has the world's strongest bedtime magic. Next time you watch, remember, these dogs might be napping together inside one giant cosmic dream. 6. The sad fate of Bingo's kite. Poor Bingo. She won that bright bird kite and passed the parcel, hugged it like her new best friend, and dreamed of flying it forever. But cut to the episode Dirt, and there it is. Stuck high in a tree, shredded and left behind. No one even mentions it. It just sits there, watching over the healer yard like a fallen hero. It's funny and tragic all at once. In a world where every toy usually finds a happy ending, this one didn't. That kite never flew again. It just stayed there, forgotten, forever. 7. Bingo's mysterious seatbelt upgrade. Something quietly changes between seasons. In the early episodes, Bingo rides around with a simple strap seatbelt. Then suddenly, in Escape, she's got a full-on high-tech harness like she's in a race car. No one says a word about it. Maybe the healers just care about safety. Or maybe something happened. Something they don't talk about. A near miss, a scary moment, a silent family rule. Never again. It's such a small background change, but it feels personal. That new seatbelt isn't just for safety. It's a little reminder that the healers might have learned the hard way. 8. The case of the shifting fridge. Now this one's just weird. In Pavlova, the healer fridge's handle is on the right, but later on, it opens to the left. Same fridge, same kitchen, completely different direction. Did Bandit remodel the whole thing in a blink? Or did the universe quietly glitch while everyone was eating dessert? Maybe Bluey's imagination is so strong, it bends reality around her. It's a tiny detail that feels almost spooky, like the house is alive and quietly rearranging itself. Next time you open your fridge, check twice. If the handle moves, you might be living in Bluey's world too. 9. The menu that wouldn't die. In the pool, Chili's sitting in the heat, fanning herself with what looks like a random piece of paper. But if you pause for a second, you'll see it's not paper at all. It's the same takeaway menu from the chaos-filled episode Takeaway. Somehow, that greasy little menu survived the mess, the car ride, and who knows how many days in the healer house. It's a small thing, but it makes their world feel real. Nothing disappears when the credits roll. Even old junk sticks around, turning up later like a souvenir from the family's wildest day out. 10. Operation Puppy Love. You thought Rad and Frisky's babysitting night was just a cute coincidence? Think again. That mix-up in Double Babysitter was no accident. It was a setup. Chili and Trixie planned the whole thing like undercover matchmakers, quietly pulling the strings while pretending it was fate. The walkie-talkies, the timing, the babysitting list, it all lines up too perfectly. These mums basically turned date night into a covert mission, and it worked. Rad and Frisky fell for it, and for each other. Turns out the healers aren't just good parents. They're professional love agents disguised as babysitters. 11. The $5 adventure. There's one $5 bill in Bluey's world that deserves its own episode. It starts in Market when Bluey uses it to buy a candy apple. From there, it bounces from Winton to the sausage stall to Indy's mum, and somehow ends up with the busker. You can even spot it sitting on his hat in dance mode. Eventually, in the silent game, it's spent for the last time. That little bill travels farther than most characters do. It's like the show's secret narrator, quietly linking everyone together, one tiny transaction at a time. Not bad for $5. 12. The rise of the ice cream queen. Remember the lady who sold Bluey and Bingo their first ice cream? She started with a tiny carton ice cream, just trying to survive the summer heat. Then, in the quiet game, she's upgraded to a full market stall. By tradies, she's driving an entire ice cream truck like a frozen dessert boss. It's a blink and you miss it success story playing out quietly in the background. While everyone else is busy playing pretend, she's building an empire one scoop at a time. Honestly, forget Bandit's job. This lady might be the hardest working healer in the whole neighborhood. 13. The blue butterfly returns. There's a tiny blue butterfly fluttering through Bluey's world, and it's not there by accident. In the episode where Bingo and Lila rescue a caterpillar, that same caterpillar turns into a butterfly and lands on their hands, a quiet symbol of their new friendship. But it doesn't stop there. The same butterfly shows up again in the sign, drifting through the air at Rad and Frisky's wedding. It's the show's way of saying new beginnings without a single word. 2 friendships, 2 stories, one little butterfly carrying all the meaning. Soft, beautiful, and easy to miss. 14. The many cracks of Jeremiah the Gnome. Poor Jeremiah just can't catch a break. Literally, in the sign, Frisky kicks him mid-argument, and we see a crack on his head. But here's the twist. That damage isn't new. Back in Backpackers, Bluey and Bingo knocked him over during one of their wild games, and his ceramic hat shattered. At some point, Chili must have glued him back together, but the scar stayed. He's been through chaos, repairs, and heartbreak, yet he still stands proudly in the garden. Jeremiah isn't just lawn decor anymore. He's living proof that even gnomes can survive emotional and physical damage. 15. Bandit's secret dilemma. Bandit's little work trip in Curry Quest wasn't just another dad adventure. It quietly set up something much bigger. While everyone thought he was off digging up bones, he was actually facing a huge life choice. Over 40 episodes later, in the sign, we finally see the result. Bandit almost sells the family home for a new job offer that's been haunting him since that trip. Suddenly, all those quiet moments where he looked distracted make sense. He wasn't zoning out. He was deciding between his dream career and his family. Turns out, even cartoon dads wrestle with big choices. 16. The healer family ages. In Baby Race, we see flashbacks of Bandit and Chili when Bluey was still learning to walk. But look closely. Both of them have smooth, perfect fur with no gray in sight. Jump to the present, and there it is. Those little silver hairs around their faces. It's such a tiny change, but it means something big. Time actually passes in Bluey's world. The healers are growing older, just like the kids watching them. It's rare for cartoons to show aging at all, but here it feels gentle and real. Proof that even in animation, life quietly moves on. 17. Socks grows up. Socks has one of the sweetest glow-ups in Bluey's world. In the early episodes, she crawls on all fours with tiny white stripes on her paws, like she's actually wearing socks. Then, a few seasons later, she's walking upright just like Bluey and Bingo. And those stripes? Gone. It's easy to miss, but it's a quiet way of showing she's grown out of her baby phase. No big speech, no flashy moment, just a puppy slowly turning into a kid. It's realistic, adorable, and honestly kind of emotional. Even in a world full of games, growing up sneaks up on everyone. 18. The case of the floating eyebrows. If you watch early Bluey episodes, you'll notice something strange. Whenever a character wears a helmet, their eyebrows vanish under it. Realistic, sure, but kind of emotionless. Then, starting in Season 2, the eyebrows suddenly float on top of the helmets, like they've rebelled against logic. At first, it looks like an animation mistake, but it's not. The creators actually changed it so characters could still show emotions, even while wearing safety gear. It's a weird little detail that proves something important. In Bluey's world, feelings always come first, even if it means breaking a few cartoon physics rules. 19. The Pokemon on the couch. In the episode Magic, while Bluey is busy casting pretend spells, there's something sneaky sitting right behind her, a pillow with Mr. Mime's face on it. Yep, the same Pokemon known for creating invisible walls. It's the perfect background joke for an episode all about invisible magic. The healer house is already chaotic, but now we know they've got Pokemon merch lying around too. Maybe Chili's a secret fan, or maybe Mr. Mime just wandered in and stayed. Either way, it's a clever little crossover that makes Bluey's pretend magic feel a bit more officially licensed. 20. The Wizard in the Toy Box. While Bluey and Chili throw pretend spells and magic, take a look at the floor. Hiding among the stuffed toys is a tiny wizard doll, pointy hat, shiny cape and all. He looks like a budget Gandalf who got lost on his way to Middle-earth. Then, near the end, the epic spell fight between Bluey and Mum suddenly feels familiar. That's because it mirrors Gandalf's showdown with Sauron, just with more giggles and less doom. It's one of those moments where you realize even Bluey's toys are in on the joke. This family really doesn't miss a reference. 21. The never-ending newspaper. Bandit might be the king of pretend play, but he's also the master of fake reading. In Zoo, he's sitting there with a newspaper showing a dog playing soccer on the front page. Harmless enough until you spot the exact same paper again in Sean. Same photo, same headline, same everything. Either Brisbane has the slowest news cycle in history, or Bandit just keeps using the same old paper to look busy. It's the ultimate dad trick. Pretend to read so no one asks you to play. Too bad it never works. The kids always find him anyway. 22. The Long Dog Among the Stars. The famous Long Dog Easter egg hides everywhere in Bluey, but in Sleepy Time, it reaches a whole new level. When Bingo drifts into her dreamy space adventure, look closely at the stars. There's a constellation shaped exactly like the Long Dog. It's easy to miss, but once you see it, you'll never unsee it. Somehow, the show managed to sneak their running joke into the literal universe. It's funny, poetic, and kind of beautiful. The Long Dog isn't just hiding in furniture anymore. It's immortalized in the sky. That's one dedicated Easter egg. 23. When Long Dogs Fall in Love. In Double Babysitter, love is in the air, and apparently in the background too. Near the end, when Rad and Frisky are sitting on the balcony, look closely. There aren't just one, but two long dogs tucked into the scene. It's the first time the hidden Easter egg ever appears as a couple. Even the background jokes are getting romantic. It's like the animators decided, you know what? If Rad and Frisky get their happy ending, so do the long dogs somewhere out there. Two plastic sausage dogs are living their own tiny love story under the stars. 24. Bandit's Secret Glory Days. Hidden in the background of Dad Robot is a small clue that Bandit wasn't always just a tired dad with grass stains and bad knees. Sitting quietly on a garage shelf is a rugby trophy, proof that he used to be a real athlete. Suddenly, his wild dream sequence in Fruit Bat makes perfect sense. It wasn't just fantasy, it was a memory. Bandit's still chasing those old glory days, just with fewer touchdowns and more laundry. Every time he dives into a game with the kids, you can almost see that former rugby champ trying to make a comeback. 25. Chili's Secret Trophy. While Bandit's digging around the garage in Bob Bilby, there's something shiny sitting on a shelf behind him, a small field hockey trophy. It's easy to miss, but it's not his. It's Chili's. Turns out, Mum wasn't just a supportive sideline parent, she was an athlete too. The best part? She never mentions it. No bragging, no glory speeches, just quiet confidence. It's the ultimate mum move. Let Dad tell his old sports stories while secretly knowing she's got her own gold. Chili doesn't need to prove anything. She's already a champion, both on and off the field. That's all for today. But now I've got to ask, if the healers notice everything about us the way we notice them, who's really watching who? Drop your answer in the comments and stick around. The next mystery might just change how you see the show forever.